Welcome to another episode of Brantim Live. I'm your co-host, Brandon E. Brooks.
And I'm Tim Melican.
We have another amazing guest tonight, a captivating actress that I've known for a long time. I'm actually officially seeing her in person live just as of a few minutes ago, but I will introduce her in a moment. Tim, please share our con business before we get to our lovely guest.
Okay. Yes, Atlantic City Celebrity Convention. We are doing this at ACX1 Studios in Atlantic City, right on Caesars Pier. It's over the ocean. It's amazing. It's one of 3 piers there, and but it's the biggest one, and it's just unreal, breathtaking, jaw-dropping. It's a one-of-a-kind venue. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Yeah, so we're going to be running it from July 25th to 28th. The first day will be a kickoff party on Thursday, and then we'll have 3 days of convention with a bunch of goodies all in between, and even thereafter, there'll be like after parties and stuff like that too. Q&A panels, professional photo ops, etc., etc. The guest list just keeps kicking ass and growing, and yeah, we're over, I think we're around 50 right now. And yeah, we might have a few other tricks up our sleeve before it's all said and done, which is kind of cool. Yeah, so go to brantim.realms.tv or brantiment.com. And yeah, get those tickets, photo ops, all that good stuff. You know, the pro photo ops are selling pretty damn well, but you need a ticket to get into the venue in order to use your photo op or get your photo op, right? So Friday only pass, Saturday only, Sunday only, or a weekend pass. Anyway, that said, back to you, Brandon.
All right. This actress tonight that's coming on with us, like I stated, has been captivating me for many, many years in a slew of independent films. I see her kind of in, she's so versatile. I see her in kind of an array of like a young, like Angelina Jolie and like Gia and like some of her earlier stuff, like even going to like Girl Interrupted. And then one of my favorite performances, which is Angela Bettis in May, and just a lot of the stuff she does. She's just somebody that when she's on screen, you just have to watch her every moment. So without further ado, welcome to Brantim Live, the lovely Augie Duke. How are you, Augie?
Thank you, dude. That just go like, hey, I'm still hey guys. And then she's flicking off everybody. Just don't judge.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
Really sweet. Really appreciate the love there. That was nice.
Absolutely. It's all truth. It's all truth. Thank you for joining us. Oh, so I always get out the gate with a pretty simple question. Tell our audience a little bit about like how you got into this crazy business as an actress.
Oh, I love that intro. We were just beforehand. We should tell everybody that we're saying that Mercury's still in retrograde because everything is like everything technology. I'm on my phone right now, guys. How did I get started? That's a really good question. And it's my mom was an actor. She was an actress. I don't know if you knew this. Back in like the 80s. And I guess the apple does not fall far from her. Can you guys hear me okay? Am my volume okay? But I sort of got the bug on my own when I was a kid, and I had a very wide, wacky imagination, and I would talk to myself a fuck ton and play pretend. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should act. And so I've been doing it since I was a little girl. Yeah. But really going into the business after high school, I didn't want to be a child actor. That scared the shit out of me. So yeah, kind of started really, really effing young. Yeah. Can you guys hear? Oh, you guys, I lost you.
So yeah, we're good. Mercury in retrograde. So Augie, so were you all like, was this always something that was for you? Like obviously it was from a young, but was there something else you were gonna do? Or was this kind of your path from like you said, from a young age? Was there?
Can I be honest? Very honest. I wish, even my dog is barking over it. I wish I had I wish I learned other things, but I'm like, damn it. I wish I had another hobby or knew how to do something else. No, I think I've always just wanted to be an actor and play these other characters. Yeah.
So do you get one question I've asked a lot of my guests that are on screen is, do you have anxiety? Do you ever have that stage fright when you go into a role, or you just did that happen early and then you got over it as you had more experience? Or
Question. I've always had fear in the audition land. Um, the audition land, I never felt like they give you enough time. I mean, I think there's a lot of people battling that you should be in the room still, and I agree with that because then they get to know you. But I also really um, love that you get to take your time with these self tapes now, and you can fuck up as many times until you get it right. And I sort of wish if we go back in the rooms again that we at least have a little more time, because you're in there for like 2 minutes and then you're out. So I'm like, how do you get to know somebody that long? So yeah, the fear of auditions. Once I'm on set, I'm like, let's go.
awesome, awesome. So where did this? What was your first job? Your first official, whether it's commercial, indie film. What was first for Augie?
Funny enough, it was an insurance French commercial called AGF commercial that I booked.
JF, yes.
AGF.
Nice. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So it was a French commercial, which is so random. That was actually like my first gig. It was really exciting at the time. And then my first movie was a movie called Lore Teen Fight Club.
I don't think I saw that one. I have to check that out.
Back, I was like, oh, what was I doing? But yeah, I think,
Awesome. Awesome. So I actually watched a movie a couple weeks ago. I was telling Tim before the show that you were in, called The Black Room.
Oh,
And it had my longtime friend Tiffany Shepis, Lynn Shay, and a Natasha Henstridge. So yeah, so it was like, that was an interesting. Yeah, it was cool. Like, I actually, when I saw it on Tubi and I saw the list of actors, I was like, okay, I got to watch this one, and it's a wild time.
Here's the crazy thing: they were supposed to do that movie many moons ago, and Tiffany Shepis was going to play the part I played, and ended up playing the real estate agent. So it's a weird, but she's super. Love her. And Natasha, my girl, it's so funny. We play still laugh. It's like 6 foot and I'm 5'2". So it's a very laughable situation. They put me but I hope that would be great, actually. More reunion there.
Yes. So tell me, one of my favorites of yours is a movie that I got turned on to by a fellow actor that's in the film, actually Armin Garo, and 645. That movie is a really dope indie film that I'd worked on a film with him as an actor, and he told me about it because it just was just coming out at that time, and then I checked it out, and it's a really interesting movie that more people should know about. So tell us a little bit about that project.
So cool you say that. Craig Singer, the director, did like the 90s and early 2000s. And he really wanted a big budget for it. And I was like, I don't know if this is possible. I don't know if it's such a different world now. People do things for nothing. And I kept pushing him and it went through so many years and years. And I said, he finally landed on a little money. And I was like, let's fucking shoot it for this budget. Hence, I became one of the producers on it. And so my husband, who plays the opposite in it.
Yeah.
The psycho, Bobby.
Yeah.
So we did it, and he was so scared. He was like, I don't know, I've never done a movie for this. I was like, we can do it. Just watch. And we did it. So I'm proud of it because we did it for nothing, for pennies. And I thought we made something kind of cool for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's low budget, it's a really low budget movie. So, but I thought we had a cool cast, and we had a blast doing it. And it was like right before the pandemic happened, and then shit hit the fan. So glad we got that out of the way.
Awesome. So what was that dual? Was that the first time you did the dual producing and acting thing, or had you produced anything before?
I'm like, yeah, I produced little things, but never put my name on anything, I don't think. And I again, my grandfather made like 100 movies back in the day, like shit movies. I don't know if you know a movie called Bela Lugosi Meets the Brooklyn Gorilla. He produced that. These are like old movies that no one knows about.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. So he's like old Hollywood, my grandpa, but like he like, let's Mexico it up. So like everything he did back in the 19 was also low budget. So I guess it's the tree again. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So yeah, so I guess is in my blood a little bit. I actually really love it because then you get to create, sort of collaborate, and I think that's such a beautiful thing. And I see a lot of doing that now, like a ton.
No. So is directing in Augie Duke's future?
I would love. I've directed a couple things, but I would love to. Yeah, I actually would. It's
Okay.
do a feature length or a TV show, but because I've only done a music video and a short.
Oh, okay.
About my mom. But that would be killer. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Interesting. Very cool. Very cool. So how does before we get to con talk, how does one end up on again another one of my favorite newer shows, Mayans MC? How does that happen for Augie?
I literally initially came in such a small, tiny role,
Mm-hmm.
and I ended up making pals with the creator of the show and getting along with really the crew. And he's like, dude, I want to bring you back. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. A year later, after I had my kid, he brought me back. And I thought I would just come in an episode. And one episode led to 15, which was so fun. So thankful. That was one of the best experiences, honestly, as an actor, because you just never know. A tiny role, and you never know what will happen. So yeah, that was that. And it's unfortunately it's done now. Yeah.
So is there anything that you've worked on recently that is all wrapped and ready to go that you would like to promote or like to mention them?
Oh my God, there's a couple really cool films that are coming out. One of them is called A Double Entendre Rage Fueled Karma. It's a comedy. It's like a comedy horror. It's a true story. My friends put a down payment on a house, and they got their 20 grand, and sort of bench film on what they would do to that.
Yeah.
So that's Shane Brady and Emily Zurcher and Chandler Riggs, the actor from Walking Dead, played Hacker.
we almost got him for our con, but he got booked at another con the same weekend in Oklahoma City, like 2 weeks before ours. Yeah.
I know, because my other buddy who's also in it, Caitlin Nacon, is going to be there with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So she said, man, it's a shit show of fun. I'm so excited for everyone to see. That's coming
awesome. Up. It is. It's going to be bananas.
It's bananas.
So is there anything else besides that one? Is that anything else that you'd like to share?
I did another film with a buddy of mine, James called Bresic. It was, I don't know if you know him. He does these crazy.
Yeah. I've heard. Definitely heard the name. Never met him, but I know of his work. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wrapped him a movie. It's a thriller movie called The Workout. So that's coming out soon. There's really cool things. I'm really happy because when the strike happened, the business sort of went to a slow halt. Like it's been super coming back. So it's like it's slowly moving. And so I've been really for like these little indies with friends that I get to do, and it's really cool because you have a lot of people coming to the show that I worked with, and they're all super. Mark Webber, we did a pilot together. You know what I mean? Like it's all connecting. Taryn Manning and I did a movie together. She's hilarious.
That's it. You just said it yourself, though. So that's kind of what Brandon and I were doing with this, though. Like these are all people that we want to work with, like or have been on our short lists for our projects and things like that too. So it's kind of like,
it's all
coming here for a reason. Yeah, and they're all great people too. I mean, that's why we want to work with all these people too.
I couldn't have
heard nothing but great things.
Levins also.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes. Dude, what a guy! I can't wait to meet him, man.
Yes. Such a humble guy too. But he's a powerhouse. That guy is like he doesn't even see his own strength on screen because I was talking to him and he's like, you sure like You want me to come? And I'm like, dude, like it's
Yeah.
it's an honor, dude. Like I've known of his work just like yours for years. And like another friend of mine, Violet, loves his work as well. And it's like when she saw him, she was more excited about that than anybody else on the lineup up to that point, because it was like, that's not a name you see on the con circuit, but it's somebody who, like Tim just said, like there's a respect factor for everybody on this list and people that we want to genuinely work with in our filmmaking projects and things. And Ronnie's like one of those just consummate actors that you can put him as a heavy, as a good guy. I saw a movie called The Middle of X that he shot in Pennsylvania. That's kind of like it's more of like, it starts when they're all younger and then it moves to, it's kind of like a coming of age but coming of life movie, as like that you see them as kids and then you see them as 40-year-olds and how their lives have all gone in totally different directions, like from each other. And but again, it's a relationship film, and he's the lead, and he's totally kills it. So again, like it's like I said, it'll be a cool day, like when I get to shake his hand as well, because and again, but he was like, "Oh, you sure?" And I was like, dude, I would never ask anybody if I wasn't sure in the first place, but it was like one of them things that, like, again, but I love that because there's a humble nature of, but you look at the resume and it can't be denied. So yeah. So speak of this, Augie, have you done any conventions before?
You know what? Back in the day, I haven't done many, but I did San Diego Comic-Con because I did a comic book movie like 1,000 years ago called Bad Kids Go to Hell. And like, I don't know if anyone knows it, but it's like an indie comic book and it did really well there. So we did that whole thing. But the convention world is not, because I never, I did Mayans and I've done a ton of indies and TV shows, but like, no, I haven't done many. So I'm stoked to do this.
No, this is going to be great. And
it is cool. And honestly, to go to, like, you guys picked some really, really cool people.
Yeah.
And good people, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And Ronnie, honestly, he's a phenomenal actor. So I feel on that.
And and again, we have a few more tricks up our sleeve, and before it's all said and done, and hopefully, nobody gets awesome projects and cancels on us, but yeah, I mean, we have backups, and we're gonna make sure this event at the end of the day is absolutely amazing. So yeah, all our experiences.
So Augie, I'm gonna put up some photos of some projects you've been in.
Oh, God.
And I just want you to give a few words about each project. Nothing long, but just like initial thought that comes off the cuff of your head when you see a specific picture. So we're about to go right now. Bam.
Scared.
There you go.
Is it up?
Yep.
Looks so happy.
Wonderful.
Good girl. She's a happy girl. She's a straight A student. She's a fuck up. Actually, she robs a bank, and it's called Teenage Bank Heist.
Teenage Bank Heist. It's on the list. And here we go. Here we go. The next one. There we go.
This one I'm really proud of. It's called Moon Garden. We shot on 35 millimeter. I'm extraordinarily proud of this. It came out. My friend was one of the filmmakers who passed away of cancer, John Michael. These people are people you work with, Ryan Stevens Harris. You guys have to watch this movie. It's phenomenally beautiful. And I'm not even forget me. Like, forget I'm the mom in it, whatever. Just watch it because these visuals are phenomenal. So anyways, yes, to that one.
Amazing. Here we go. There we go.
Wow, yeah, that's a drama called Trauma is a Time Machine. I also look really happy there.
Trauma is a Time Machine?
Yes.
Find this one too. Wait a minute.
Absolutely. There we go. And another happy one.
I look like I'm 12. 12-year-old little girl with a gun. That's Teenage Bank Heist again.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's already on the list. There we go. And there we go. Bam.
Oh, Bad Kids Go to Hell. There's the comic book. That was so fun, dude.
Awesome.
My hair looks so good there.
Yes, you change your hair up. Like, I mean, that's amazing. Speaking of a different hair color, here we go. Another fun picture.
Oh yeah, I eat people in this one.
Which one's this one?
Recipe. It's actually short. My best friend did this one. I literally eat people because I'm like an anorexic that thinks I need to stay skinny if I eat people. It's really
Awesome.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah.
All
Hell yeah.
righty. All righty. Then here we go.
back to
Bam.
call again.
Awesome. I thought it was Broadcast News, the sequel. Like I was like, it's like you got that power look like there. You're like, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. All right, here we go. Hopefully not one of the same ones, but it's a different hair color. Bam.
Oh, 6:45. There's the movie.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. This is the movie people do have to watch here. There you go, because this movie has some twists and turns that you will not see coming.
So no Hell's Kitty? No, we don't have anything from
Hell's Kitty.
Oh, that's Coyote. That's a really cool indie film. That's a fun little fun drama comedy that my friend Joe Eddy did, and I play like the sister who like works at a tanning bed, clearly, who's like just really narcissistic and annoying, and really I hate that character, but she's fun to watch.
This may be one of the same, but I like the picture.
That's Bloodcraft, or changed the name. It was Bloodcraft. That's James Paul and Bressick's movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think that was on. I want to say that was on. Well, I bookmarked that on a site to watch as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. See the many looks of Augie Duke. So Augie. So one thing we do is, well, at least I always did on my podcast. I always ask This is a crazy business, as you know. The ebb and flows or ups and downs and everything. So advice, whether good, bad, or ugly, for aspiring actresses that are filmmakers or people out there that are watching. Just like I said, any words you'd like to share with our audience?
Well, this is like cliche, but don't give up. Keep going and do your own stuff. Write your own content. Keep your own films, because that's the way to go now. You know what I mean, guys? Like, do your own shit. You've got it. You've got the talent. So show them what's up with your filmmaker friends. You will find it. It is out there. We have social media now. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. And that's what I do. I still do that because I crave working. So I want to work with creatives like me. And so don't give up and find your own content. Do it. I believe in you.
Awesome. That's short and sweet. It's amazing. So one bonus question, if I may. You said your child's name's Elvis. Is that an obvious ode to to
Elvis Presley or
There you go. I didn't know if there was another, because there are other Elvis, but again, obviously that's the most famous. So
famous or Costello, but no.
Yes, exactly.
I wish I was like this huge Elvis fan, and that's why. And I love Elvis. He's a legend. I just like the name.
See, that's why I asked, because that's what I'm saying. So I know someone else who has a child and it was Elvis Costello.
Oh.
So, and again, so yeah, and actually little known fact, the first movie I ever did was a movie called Prison Song, and I was just a featured extra, just to be honest. But Elvis Costello, Mary J. Blige, and Q-Tip were the stars of that movie.
That's an interesting cast.
Yeah, it was a prison musical that was like, it was shot in Philly, and it was all in a prison, and there was musical. They would break out Elvis Costello or Q-Tip or Mary J. or a couple other people in it too. They would break out into music. I believe it's on Tubi, and you can find it. This was back again 20 plus years ago, but Elvis Costello, I remember walking on set, and he's the first person I saw, and I was just like, wow, that's pretty dope. So
yeah, he seems like a cool dude.
Seems like pretty chill. Yeah, everybody was chill. Like Q-Tip was chill. I ended up sitting at the same table in the prison with Q-Tip. And again, growing up like a fan of like the music and stuff like that from Tribe and all that was pretty dope. So So Augie, we are looking forward to having you at the Atlantic City Celebrity Convention this July. Like fans are excited too, like everybody else. Like I said, it's going to be a big like reunion of a lot of different people. Like we're going to have Caitlin on the show soon, so we'll ask her about like stories about like working with you as well. And I just want to say on behalf of myself and Tim and our whole staff, we really appreciate all the love that like you share on social media and like supporting and sharing on Instagram and everything. So that helps the reach get out to your fans, and it helps the reach get out to Mayans fans, to the fans of your work. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank you so
that.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course, man. I'm here to support it. You guys are humble, good people. I know that. Like, you know, if you guys were assholes, I would.
Well, I wouldn't expect you to, but like I said, this is the start of a lot of this. Thank you very much. This is the start of, like I said, a lot of things that are going to happen between a lot of people. Like, again, Mark has been one of my great friends for quite a few years now. I love his filmmaking work and his acting work. Teresa is amazing. She's just unbelievable. Just if anybody doesn't know, so tomorrow in theaters, you can see Teresa in The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. And like, again, this is just this is the start of a lot of big things for all of us, and we definitely look forward to working with you, Augie, and we look forward to meeting you in person in July. So without further ado, thank you for sharing some time with us tonight.
Kick ass. Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely. Augie Duke, everybody. All right.